What's up, you guys? Abdul Aleem coming at you live with a Song of Pitch and Throttle, episode 11. Ooh, 11. That's right. This episode 11 coming at you of the official Liftoff live stream hosted here on Facebook and YouTube by me, Abdul Aleem from Karachi Kwadz, powered by Liftoff and Lugo Studios. All right, today we've got a very special live stream planned, and it's a little bit different from what we've been usually doing. Now, what you guys have been used to so far has been tips and tricks of a basic nature and then of an advanced nature. You've seen some great guests from inside the Liftoff community and guests from the real world FPV drone flying community. And today is going to be something a little bit away from that. I'm very excited about it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. What it is, in case you've been waiting and watching along with us, is the community spotlight. That's right. Today is all about you guys. Okay, today is all about you guys. Today is the day that we show off some of the fantastic community content that you guys have been putting out all over the internet, well, specifically on the Liftoff community page, That's the only bit that I've looked at, because it was a fairly new idea, fairly fresh. So not something that not something that we put out to people to ask you for content, but there was such great content already on the Liftoff page that I figured this was something that we could do. Now, before we jump into it, to give you guys another Liftoff update, we're doing our live streams on a regular schedule now. We figured out what schedule works for you guys, and it is Wednesdays and Sundays at 1800 GMT. That's right, Wednesday and Sunday at 1800 GMT. Now, what you guys need to let me know is that, can you hear me okay? Can you guys see me okay? All the indicators on my side look good. You should be able to hear me. You should be able to see me. So let's go. What we've done is that of the Liftoff community page on Facebook, I just picked up the top 9 videos. That's by the top 9, what I mean is the latest 9 videos that were up there. I did not cherry pick them. I have not gone through them or selected them. These are just the top 9 videos. If you go over to the Liftoff community Facebook page, which is a great place for interacting with people, getting input, suggestions, sharing your flights and your thoughts. And I've picked out just the 9 videos that I found there, which were the latest 9 videos. We're going to have a look at those. We're going to give them about 2 minutes of video so we can fit in a whole bunch of them over the course of our stream today, because we're trying to make the streams to an hour at a time. That's also part of our new update. And yeah, other than that, I picked 2 more videos, which were the special mention and the competition winning video from the recent Liftoff freestyle competition by Zorro FPV, which was a fantastic competition. You all can go to Zorro's channel on YouTube and check it out, and you can watch along, and we'll take a look at the winners videos in just a little bit. So again, you're watching a Song of Pitch and Throttle. I am Abdul Aleem from Karachi Kwadz. I'm hoping that you guys can see me. I'm hoping that you guys can hear me out on Facebook, out on the YouTubes. I'm going to run a quick check on everything. Let's see. Everything looks good on my side. Everything looks good to go. Alrighty, you guys, here we go. Let's start out with our first community video of the day. Here we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to switch over to here. So the first video that we've got is from our buddy Patrick Widdell. Patrick's been putting up some really nice videos on the community page over the past month or so. I'd say that's when I've started seeing his content. It's really nice. We're going to watch 2 minutes of it. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. I'm sorry, we may have lost my audio there, but yeah, Patrick, speechless is an appropriate term for that flow. You saw that one little cut that he had in there. Everything else there was just flowing. Freestyle was flowing itself. He had those wonderful inverted yaw maneuvers at a low altitude, and that little bit of turning one way and then turning back the other, just dancing with the trees. And in the other videos that Patrick's put up as well, there's a lot of this tree dancing flow going on. Look at that, just turns over inverted and so nice and smooth. And oh, he's actually pushed himself back over the tree. So that was some weird funky power loop action. And yeah, that is interesting stuff indeed, man. That's lovely, you guys. Hold on, I'm going to let you guys watch this for just a second. I'm missing my wonderful Bluetooth headphones. Yeah, but look at that. Over, under, around, through. He's really making the most of those trees. This is the green. The track is called the green on Liftoff. But I have a complaint, Patrick. I have a complaint. You guys need to let me know in the chat if you think that my complaint is appropriate or not, because I do have a complaint, rather two complaints. Here we go, the video starting over again. You see him do that crazy move through the gazebo. And that is, my complaint is that, Patrick, you gotta press C, buddy. You gotta press the C key so that we don't see that camera noise. We live in the DJI age now. You don't have to train with camera noise anymore. True HD video is out there, so you can get that. Plus, when you want to share your video, always press C on the keyboard to get rid of that camera noise. Everyone wants to see it in that beautiful HD crispness. And you can also press F1 and just get rid of all of the screen elements. Frankly, I like that the sticks are there. Very good little training regimen if you are a new pilot or even an advanced pilot and want to see how he's pulling off these crazy moves. Look at that weird back and forth pitch maneuvering over there. Yeah, so and you want to check out how he's doing it, it's really great to have. But what you can also do is just click that, and there you go. That's the end of his video over there. So another thing that you can do. Is press F1 and just get rid of everything that hides all of the UI, and that makes sure that you get really, really crispy and really, really nice video, which is really share worthy. We'll talk about the philosophy of sharing video in just a moment. Let me make sure that all indicators are still green. Can you guys hear me okay? I'm gonna have to take a second to check my monitors, you guys. Hold on. We'll talk about the philosophy of sharing video in just a moment. Let me make sure that all indicators are still... Okay, that looks like my audio. I'm sorry for the second break there. I had to check out because you guys aren't letting me know in the chat, or maybe my chat box does seem to be responding correctly, but I don't seem to be getting... I need you guys to drop on down and say hello so that I know for sure that everything is working correctly. So that was Patrick with Dell, which was a great piece of video content there. Next up, we've got a regular. Now this chap needs no introduction at all to the Liftoff community. If you fly Liftoff, you should know who this gentleman is. This is from Mr. Eamon, or better known as Blue Cheese. Oh yeah, Blue Cheese DK, if I'm saying that correctly all the way. And let me make sure that it's all lined up and ready for you guys there. So Blue Cheese is one of the top racers in the game, and yeah, he knows what he's doing. So you guys are gonna be in for a treat. Are you ready? Here's our community spotlight number 2 pick. And again, this is just the most recent video on the Liftoff page. This isn't like I've searched out for special videos. I'm gonna ask you guys to start posting your own videos. Hopefully seeing this episode will inspire some of you to share your video content on the Facebooks. That's what it's all about, sharing, getting to know, helps us learn and grow and get better. So yeah, just visit that community page and put your video up there. We'll decide what the hashtag or whatever should be in just a moment. But here we go with Blue Cheese DK ripping around Mekon's brain damage. This was a recent competition that just happened in Liftoff, and boom, you can see it's goes straight into that starting power loop. That's what kills me. And then the outside instead of the inside loop there, and then the inside loop, and then look at that, boom, power loop inside the pipe. You got to do this 3 times, 3 times. This is 3 laps, not 1 lap, not, oh no. Oh, I'm sorry, you guys. See, that's what happens in the comments when you guys don't let me know if it's working properly. I'm gonna pause it and go back again all the way from the start. So this you guys is from and I'm gonna make sure that I push the button to serious. Okay, so this should really be fine now. This is from Mekon's track Brain Damage. It was a recent competition in the Liftoff Pro League tournament, and I got a time in there, top 40, top 15, maybe, yeah, top 15. You'll see, I think Blue Cheese was number 2. I think N8MX was number 1. Blue Cheese was number 2. Let's just see what number 2 looks like. Come on, there we go, boom. So into that first power loop, that mad power loop, spiral on the outside, and then he's gonna go to figure 8ish type loop with the loop on the outside, in the pipe, power loop, boom, 12 seconds, three laps. I did that one time and I was like, boom, that's it for me. But whoa, look at that throttle. Can you guys hear those motors screaming? That is touching plastic all the way, boom, boom, boom. And this wasn't even his fastest tournament run. This is just a practice run from Blue Cheese. So if you're looking to be a competitor in Liftoff Simulator, that's your competition right there. Bada bing, bada boom. Blue Cheese DK taking it away there. That was I don't know about you guys, but that got my heart beating a little bit faster. So that was a fantastic track by Mekon. It was a recent Pro League tournament that just happened, and Blue Cheese was number 2 in it. You can go to your multiplayer and click the Pro League if you're a Liftoff player, or if you're not a Liftoff player, you can get Liftoff and you can click the Pro League button and check out some really great running tournaments. We're going to do that right at the end of this live stream today, and we're going to check out some replays live from the tournaments as well. But I have the same, now look, I am not worthy to give simulator racing tips to someone of the level of Blue Cheese DK, but I can ask you for something from a video watching point of view, from a watcher of your videos. Dude, you gotta push the F1 button. Let's take a look at that video again. Now that is just spectacularly ripping footage. Look at that, it's spectacularly ripping. But see all this stuff on the UI, as a watcher, we don't want to watch that. That's one of the things that separates a simulator video from a real world video, is that you've got all that on the screen. Get rid of it. It's just going to look better. And B, if you're a pilot, I recommend getting rid of it, because all of that stuff is a distraction. You don't need that. You're not flying with the attitude bars. You're definitely not flying with the compass. So get rid of it and let your eyes absorb all of that raw information. What do you guys think about that? About we're gonna scroll up to our next community spotlight chat right here in a second. But tell me, what do you guys think about that? What information should you have on your OSD? What information do you have on your OSD when you're flying in real life or when you're flying in the simulator? I am going to run a double check while you guys let me know that, because usually you in the last stream also what happened was that I missed out on the comments you guys are telling me, because yeah, that was my bad. There was that I had apparently I usually monitor it on another screen, but apparently that other screen was tuned into the wrong location. So I'm doing a double check, because the monitoring software that I don't have, the monitoring software that I have doesn't seem to be showing me. Okay, all right, okay, fine. It seems to be working here, and I'm going to drop a comment here as a testing comment, testing, boom. And does it show me that over there or not? Okay, boom, everything is working. It's great, you guys. I hope you're having a good time. If you have just joined us, you're watching episode 11 of A Song of Pitch and Throttle. Today is Community Spotlight Day. We have watched Patrick Waddell, a really flowy, lovely freestyler, and Eamon, Blue Cheese DK, an absolutely fantabulous racer, one of the top racers in the game, And with both of them, we've had the same input so far, which has been please press C to remove that camera noise, and please press F1 to remove all of that UI. That's going to be something constant for everybody that I have a gripe with, yeah, because I mean, you don't need that. And let me know what you think in the comments. As a pilot, you should not have that. It is a distraction. It is taking up valuable real estate on what you can see in your goggles or on your screen. And you don't want that in your life. You don't want that. Speaking of things you do want or don't want in your life, next up we've got Pasco Mescal. So Pasco put up a really fun video recently, which is a bit on the nose with the times that we're living in as well, and points a little bit to the strength of the simulator, because this is really two things that you can't do in real life with a drone. One is one is drink and fly. Don't drink and fly, kids. It's not cool, it's not fun, and it's not going to end well, period. Watch the Rotor Ride video on drinking and flying if you have any doubts about that. B, you can't really full throttle a drone all the time in the real world. You do that for like 60 seconds, you're going to blow a battery. You can't get 3 laps out of those batteries. That's what my thought was, though what we were told by our fantastic guest Mai on High in the last episode, in episode 10, was that you can get 3 laps, but that's all you can get, is like 3 laps out of that small track at like 50 degrees of tilt and like full send all the time. You can do it. I imagine that's very hurtful to your batteries.